what's up? It's the next day. Let me turn on this light. Yeah, it's the next day, and I got my AC compressor in. That was one of the main parts that I was waiting for. That's kind of holding up the bulk of the project. Me putting it back together. I was just trying to kind of waste time doing other little things, which, you know, I guess all needs to be done in the long run. But this is a big component of what I've been waiting on, and I'm hoping that it matches. Like I said, it was just kind of halting stuff, and then, you know, when you buy new parts that are supposed to work for these cars, everything doesn't line up correctly sometimes, and so I'm dealing with that on a particular part now, and it just gets kind of annoying because, you know, you want to get a lot of stuff done, but then when something like that happens and you have to like modify and make things fit, that takes time. So anyways, they got it packaged in here pretty good. Dang, I think it's like a box in a box. So again, this AC compressor is from Home Depot, but it is an AC Delco brand. I guess which makes sense because they do make like appliances and things like that have, you know, condensers and AC compressors and things like that. But I know this one being automotive, I don't know if they cross over to just different parts, different applications or whatever. But yeah, y'all, I mean, it looks the part. It's an AC Delco, so I don't know why not. But, you know, my buddy had a good point. So you can see AC Delco right there. My buddy had a good point. He said that it makes sense because, you know, when you, gosh, I wish they would have did this a little bit better. They freaking had this under the AC compressor, and these are the O-rings, so gosh, they're just getting demolished under there. He said, yeah, he said that makes sense because, you know, Walmart kind of does the same thing. They kind of buy and sell a lot of parts, and, you know, it might not cost them a whole lot of money to buy it and just kind of just slightly mark it up, especially if they don't sell a lot of them. So this one was actually, again, gosh, like 40 to 50 bucks cheaper than what I found elsewhere. So yeah, so all I got to do is just kind of switch parts. I got to switch this pressure switch from the other one onto this one, and then that's really it. But let's do a side-by-side comparison. So this one here is my old one. This is the new one, and this is supposed to be the direct replacement for this one based off the part numbers and the research that I've done. But yeah, I mean, it looks exactly the same. Let me put them, so if I turn it this way, this will be the same orientation that this one is in. So yeah, I mean, it looks the part. I had a tape measure. Yeah, it's roughly the same. Hold on. There we go. So we got 5 1/8. Yep, about the same thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ribs. Every thing looks the same to me. Yeah. So we're just gonna roll with it. We are just gonna roll with it. So what I'm gonna do now is take this switch off, and then put it on here, because you have to. This has to be on, taking off the old one, put on a new one, and then I think that's the high pressure switch that's on the dryers. Oh man. All right, y'all, this is probably gonna take a while because I'm trying not to also ruin this here by using my pliers and kind of messing it up. So let me just pause the video here, and if it ain't one thing, it's a damn another, guys. All right, you guys, so I was at it for about 10 minutes And then I broke off one of the tabs, and then it happened to be one of the tabs that the actual pigtail wire snaps onto. So it's just not, I got it out a little bit, but it just won't come out at all. I looked up on Amazon and stuff like that. You can get them for 17 bucks, so it's not worth my time. So anyways, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this AC compressor in and just set it in its home. There we go, might go like that. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. I'm just gonna loosely put these in. One of these was missing a bolt. All right, I'm gonna have to try to figure this off camera again, man. All right, you guys, so here we go. We got it figured out. It's just hard when you're taking stuff apart and then you're trying to remember where they go without bagging them. Usually I bag them and mark them and, you know, where they went and whatnot. But I think I ended up figuring out where one bolt that I thought was maybe short. Basically what happened is you have a built-in stud on this main bracket that goes here. All right, y'all, so it's the next day. The last video I was actually commenting on the AC compressor and trying to figure it out and where the bolts lined up and whatnot. And then my wife came home, we got cut off. So it is on. So we got this bracket on, the 2 bolts secure that in. These are built in, welded in nuts, I should say. So that's good to go there. And then the only thing that's holding this on is actually 2 bolts over here. So one here, I don't know if you guys can see this nut here, but there's a nut here and a nut here that looks like this. Okay. And then you got bolts that go through here and they screw it into the nuts there and they secure into this bracket right here. So we are all set. Before I put it in there too, I had to hunt down some mineral oil, which is this right here. Now, mineral oil is used only for our 12 systems. They could be used for other refrigerants, but I know specifically they are used for R12 and they can't be mixed with like PEG oil or ester oil or anything like that. They are only to be used by themselves with R12. So for my research, I heard anywhere from 6 to 8 ounces, but I think I'm going to put 8 ounces in it because for my research, I've found that more often than not, people are retracting 8 ounces from their old compressor, and that's how they gauge how much oil to use in their new one. So I can't remember how much I put in my last one on my box Chevy. I don't really remember, but I ended up doing some research, like I said, and I think I'm gonna put 8 ounces in it. So what I did is I put 6 ounces in this, and then I'll probably put an additional 2 ounces when I charge the system. So anyways, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put my tensioner on. I'm pretty sure this long one right here goes on like so. It all starts to make sense. I'm usually pretty good at labeling, but I just really wanted to get this all taken apart. Okay, so we're good here. Good here. Now, let me go ahead and get my alternator, wherever that is. Now this is a big step, you guys, because this right here was halting me from putting my intercooler in. And so I couldn't put the intercooler in until I got everything else up front here installed. So that was one of the big holdups for me. So let's see. Is this gonna fit? No. Here we go. Yes. All right. Pretty sure it's this one. I think. Yeah, there we go. I think we're good. Man, you guys, this is clutch. We might get to the intercooler today. Woo-wee! Go ahead and tighten this. Ush. All right, man, look at that. Way different. Now, the only thing I have to do too is install my pulley on there, but I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna do that kind of last. All right, y'all, big day here, big day. Got the intercooler brackets in, and shoot, y'all, I got my bolts all lined up. We're ready to roll. All right, y'all, my phone literally stopped because I got too many videos. And of course the light's gonna go out. Gosh dang it, every single time. And I'm holding something in my hand. Hold on, y'all. Good grief. All right, you guys, it's still wet a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, but she'll do for now. I'm trying to set this in carefully. That's if I can. Okay, there's one. Okay, two. So I'm just gonna loosely put them in. I still gotta put this on, the coupler, so I'm gonna kind of wait to do that just until all this is dry. All right, y'all. Ooh, I have been at it. All right, so everything has been going great. I had to just touch up some of this. Actually, it blends in kind of well. It's not too bright, so I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna repaint this at all. It actually looks really good. There's just some surface scratches here and there and some deeper scratches, but I was actually able to touch up them with my roll bar chassis paint that I have in satin. Actually turned out pretty good. The slight discoloration, the satin on my roll bar is a little bit brighter than what was on there before, but that's okay. I think this has to be some sort of thicker paint. I don't know if that's really powder coated or Cerakote or what. I'm not really sure, but anyways, whew, it's in there. So it's just sitting in there lightly. What we're gonna do is now put on this hose so it's supported a little bit more here, and you can't really get on the hose without undoing some bolts and stuff here and there. At least undo this one. All right, yes sir. And we're gonna stick this bad boy on if we can get it on. So this is a 2.5. Come on. Yep. Whew, whew. 2.5 to 2. So now I just got to figure out which way I want these. Hold on. Never fails, you guys. Good God. Never fails. All right, could go vertical like this. This might look a little better. Yeah, that might look a little better. I don't really care about that writing and stuff that's showing, but oh well. All right, let's see if we can make this happen. Yes, sir. Woo. Yeah. Man, that worked perfect. Yeah. Woo-wee. Hold on, let me get another battery. This 2.5 to 2 came out great. Yeah, see, I already got some on there. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Yes, all right, so we're gonna put this bolt back in. I can line it up. Now I can put the bottom bolt in. So there's 2 bolts on the side. I'll take you over here so you guys can see. It's even hard for me to get my hand in there. So I'm gonna have to go from underneath to get this. All right, y'all, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap this portion of the video up. I don't know if it's gonna be just the end of this video and you guys will have another clip, or if this will just be the end of the video in its entirety. So just stay tuned either way. But anyways, you guys, it is in there. She is looking good. I'm not sure. I think this is custom made. I bought it from a guy in Canada. And what it is it's the bigger neck right here. So this neck is originally 2 inches, so it matches the size of this this turbo as well too. So what popular upgrade was back in the day is this company called Duttweiler used to make this 2.5 inch neck, but you had to cut this off, weld it on, and then put it on. So a lot of them that you see, you can actually see the weld there. They didn't clean it up, but this particular one is cleaned up and smoothed out. It looks good. You can see the name right there. So I'm happy about that. And this is the stock intercooler. So the stock intercooler came with this particular shroud right there, little plastic one there. So somebody definitely made this and did a really good job on it. It couldn't, I don't imagine it could be, I mean, maybe I could be wrong. You guys chime in, but I was going to say, I can't imagine it could be aftermarket, because the aftermarket ones, the intercoolers are bigger. And so they look like this, but they're bigger. So this wouldn't fit on our bigger ones, but they still go in the stock location. So anyways, it's looking real good up in there, you guys. Wee. Yes, sir. So you know what I'm gonna need to do? I need to put on the belt before I forget. So I'll go ahead and do that after. Hopefully I didn't just screw myself by tightening everything down and putting this intercooler in, which I very well might have, because it's really tight down in there. But we'll see, you guys. But anyways, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, let me go ahead and do this while I have you on camera. So get a little better look at what it's gonna all look like. So again, this is the hose here. Ordered them all from the same source. So if I could put a link in the description, I might do that so you guys can know where I got these from. But actually, you know what? I'm not gonna put this on, but I'm just gonna see if it fits, because I forgot. Oh yeah. Woo, man, like a glove. Like a glove. Yeah, I still got to put the water neck on, so I don't want to get ahead of myself here, because I'm already starting to. I'm just getting excited. I want to put this damn thing together, but access it. I'll go ahead and leave it off. Nah, I'll leave it on for a picture. But anyways, you guys, yeah, get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. She is looking real.